Hi, and welcome to Poptography. For today's On the Hunt, we went to our local comic book store right up the block to the time capsule. And even though I've been there a few times, I don't think I've actually showed you folks what my cool little local comic book store is all about.
Out of my way. I am on the hunt. Gotcha.
When we enter the store, we have a nice little selection of Funko Pops he has right there on a display, as well as he's got all these hundreds of boxes of decades of vintage comics to look through, as well as he's got a great little Star Wars section. And he even has this amazing case of great vintage toys, Star Wars and other things collected. As you can see, he has these great vintage collection of Droid 3 1/4 action figures from back in the day, so pretty cool. Went back to the Funko section, and I did find something. So without further ado, let's see what we picked up on today's On the Hunt. So we picked up none other than a Dryden Voss, which was a FYE exclusive, number 253. So very, very excited. This is one from the Solo movie, the Solo series, that I'm surprised I didn't have this one, but this one just kind of was one of those ones, it wasn't that great a character. I mean, I love Bellamy, but like, it wasn't like, but I did want to eventually get it, and there's one particular, this one, because it had the markings on the face. So, very excited. So without further ado, let's get him out of the box and take a better look at him. Very, very cool. Now, this particular pop from the Solo series, I think with Dryden Voss, is more detailed in the face sculpt and the paint and treatment on that because of the markings and stuff like that. It really, I think, to me, really kind of delivers the character and who we saw in Solo. So if you can see here on the face, I'm going to put this forward a little bit more. I don't know if this helps. Usually my camera doesn't ever adjust on that when I do that, but I just really like to be able to see this one. It really points out the character that he played as Dryden Voss. Outfit looks great, sculpt looks great. Again, in this particular pop, it's the detail right here and all the face and all those little markings and stuff. Because as we saw in Solo, they would kind of come and go. So more when he was upset and angry, they would start to appear. So pretty cool. I'm going to put him on the turntable so that you can get a better look at him. What did you guys think? I know this is an older pop that I happened to pick up. Again, love going to my little time capsule to find finds like this. But do you have him in your collection? I'm very curious. If you do, put that in the comments. If you didn't, or you're still looking to pick them up, or you're never going to bother picking them up, I'm curious about that too. Tell me why. Put that in the comments. Now, before we go today, one of the other cool things about going up to my local comic book store is I found out from the owner Rob that they were actually going to be shooting the J.J. Abrams movie Ghost Rider. They're going to be filming a few scenes there. So we went up the other day and we caught some of this footage here. As you can see, we got the comic book store had a total remake of the out front, and it's renamed Graffiti Comics. And then we have a scene, there's Glenn Powell talking to Jenny Ortega, and it looks like we have J.J. Abrams giving some direction and stuff, and walking back to see the dailies as they're cutting and editing for the day. So really cool. Again, I'm very excited when I have a really cool local comic book store. But when your local comic book store ends up being featured in a future motion picture, even cooler, even cooler. So again, that's why I like to be able to do these hunts more than just doing my what's in the boxes, because I do like going out to my local collector shops, trying to find the things I want from them, giving them my support. So if you are in the Cranston or New England area and you happen in Cranston, to stop at Time Capsule. Awesome comic book store, will not disappoint. And again, if you enjoyed today's content, folks, please hit the like, definitely hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode of Poptography. Until then, may the force be with you.